Hey folks, it's Jeff Slevin here, and today we're going to be talking about knife locks and which one might be the most suitable one for you to get. Now, of course, that is a subjective question because it really depends on what you're going to be using the knife for. So we're going to go over some examples here just so you can see what each one is all about. We're going to start with the Sliplock. Now, the Sliplock is, in my opinion, not really a lock, but it does sort of hold the blade open, and so that's why we're going to include it in this particular video. Now, it's two-hand opening, and what I'm using here is a buck solitaire. Okay, and the blade doesn't really lock open. You can close it just by pushing it like so. And again, that's two-handed opening, and a great deal of knives out there use the Sliplock, including most of these Swiss Army knives, and a few case knives, a few buck knives, and many others. Okay, so that is the Sliplock. Next up, we've got the Lockback, or back locking knife. As you can see here, we've got the lock right there. Again, this is a two-hand opening knife on this particular one. And to close it, you simply push in on the lock and follow the blade. Next up, I'm going to use another buck knife here as an example. We have the Buck Alpha Divido, and this is a version of a liner lock. And that just opens like so. Now you can see the liner lock here, and basically you just need to push down on that, and you can close the blade. Oops, like so. Now this one, you can open one-handed, and you can close it one-handed. It takes a little bit of skill, but it's not that difficult to actually learn how to do. And so that is the liner lock. You'll find a lot of knives out there that still use those. Okay, up next we have the button lock. Now the only button lock that I have is on this Swiss Army knife here, which is the Ranger grip. And my fingers aren't what they used to be. This is a locking knife, of course, and there is the button right there. So we're simply going to push on that, and you can close it down again. So that's two-hand closing, but one hand open. And like I said, my fingers just aren't what they used. I just got back from work, and so my fingers are quite tired. And so I can't actually do that. But you will find a lot of button locks that are much easier to actually use. Okay, now we're going to move on to the compression lock. And this is on the Spyderco Paramilitary 2. This is a one-hand opening and one-hand closing knife. There is a lock right there, and to utilize it, you simply push in and the knife is going to close like so. You can use it to open the knife, or you can do the spidey flick, which I can normally do unless I'm on camera. And just open it with the thumb as well. One hand opening, one hand closing. This is a great knife. Okay, next up we have the crossbar lock. And for this I'm using my SOG Terminus XR. And there are several different ways to open it, but we're talking about the locking mechanism, which you can see just there. And if you push back on these here, you can see what that's doing. And so let go of that. And this particular knife is my EDC. This is what I carry with me every day. And again, multiple different ways to open that knife. Now, in my opinion, this particular locking system is probably what I would consider the most secure. But then, that's just my opinion, and everybody has one of those. And finally, we have the frame lock. I don't have one. Why? Because I just don't. I wouldn't mind getting a frame lock knife, but I just haven't gotten around to it just yet. A frame lock knife is very similar, in my opinion, to the liner lock. Except in this case, the case of the liner lock, in case of the frame lock, the whole frame, instead of just the liner, folds in slightly and allows you to release the blade. And if I do get one of those, which I imagine I will at some point, I'll make sure to show it to you. Okay, folks, that's going to do it. Whichever lock you decide for your knife is going to be based on your skill set and what you want the knife for. And so there you go. That gives you a couple of examples of what you can expect to see out there in the folding knife world. And so there you go. That's knife locks, and we will see you again soon. In the meantime, this is Jeff Levinson. Keep your knives sharp, keep your fingers safe, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye now.